Hello everyone, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. This is part 6 of 200 practical scenarios videos in Angular. So in each video we will be covering 3 scenarios and in this video we are going to cover how to display dynamic HTML response in Angular. Let us suppose you are getting some HTML response from your API or anywhere. So you want to display that in the UI. So how to display that using Angular. So the next one is you have some object which consists of keys and values and how to display those keys and values in your UI using Angular. So the last one is you have some drop down and you want to bind the data to the drop down. And if user selects any particular name or any text in the drop down, how to get that or how to log that using Angular. So we will be covering all those one by one. So let us cover the first one, how to display dynamic HTML response in Angular. For this I have created a project, temp project, and I am going to do everything in app_component.html and app_component.ts. So now I am going to my app_component.ts and I am creating a variable called the HTML string. As of now I am taking some static data. You can append some dynamic response coming from the API as well. I am taking h1 tag and in this I am going to display h1 and inside that h1 tag I am going to display h2. So this will be the HTML response coming from the API. I am h2. So this is what we have to do in the TS file, and in the HTML file I am going to bind that to my div. To this div I am going to use a property called inner HTML. So this HTML should be in caps. So this is the variable what I have declared in the TS file. So once this is done, let us save this. It's already running in the console, so it's compiling again. Now let's head back to our browser. So you should be able to see that HTML string in the text format. So you can see here we have got am h1 and am h2. As I have used this h2 inside this h1, we are getting this in two different lines. So the next scenario we are going to cover is display keys and values of object using loop. So let us consider we have some object called items equal to, so the key is one key and I am going to take value as one value. That's it. You can take a number of properties and values, keys and values here by placing comma and like that. So I'm taking only one here. So before going to that we have to go to app_component.ts and we have to take some variable here. I am declaring a variable called object keys. So this variable I am going to use to store the keys of the object. Object dot keys. So I am initializing this. So let us go to app_component.html and here I am going to use a div, and by using ngFor or looping mechanism, I am going to display all the keys and values. So let key of object keys parenthesis items. So this is the object what we have taken in our TS file, and this is the variable of object keys, and here I am going to use interpolation. So in this key variable we will be getting all the keys from the items, and I am getting value of the particular key from the items object. So let us save this and verify whether it's working or not. Let us head back to our browser. So you can see here I'm going to refresh this, and so you should be able to see one key, one object with hyphen in the middle. So you can see here we have got this. So in this way you can display the keys and object, or separate the keys and object in Angular. So the next one we are going to do is how to create and bind data to dropdown in Angular. So for this I am going to app component.ts file. In my app component.ts file I am going to write some static data, dropdown data equal to some array of objects. This array of objects consists of id as 1 and name as Sai Krishna, and I am taking another id and value, id as 2 and name is technical adda. So once this is done, I am going to my HTML. In the HTML I am going to take another div to this div. I am inside this div I am going to write a select tag. This is used for creating drop downs. This select tag consists of option, and to this option I am going to bind data. Let list of drop down data. So this drop down data consists of all our data coming from the API or anywhere, and inside this if you want to display the content in the HTML, then you have to use interpolation. List dot, we have different properties. I am going to take name. So in this way we can bind here, and let's head back to our browser and check whether it's working or not as usual. Okay, it's taking some time to compile. Yeah. So it's compiled successfully, and you can see the drop down got rendered here, which consists of two names. One is Sai Krishna and another one is the channel name. So we have got this drop down, and we have to get whatever the user has selected in this drop down. So for this, I am going to app component.ts, and then I'm going to take some variable called selected equal to initializing with the empty string, and to this select tag I am going to use ng model. This ng model is used for two-way binding in Angular. Whatever the variable we have created, and once user clicks on that or once user selects that, I am going to take one button. This will be used for form submission. So user can select all the drop downs or all the text boxes, and once user clicks on the button, you will submit the form. So this is also one of the common scenario in real-time projects. So once user clicks on this button, I am going to call a method called getData. So in this getData method, I am going to log whatever user has selected. Console.log of this dot selected. That's it. Let us save this and head back to our browser. You can see here we have got the drop down as well as submit button, and I'm going to open the console. So in this console I'm going to check whether I'm able to log the data or not. So once user select anything and submit, you can see the data got logged here, and if user changes this, it's logged again. So in this way we have achieved three more things in Angular. So we will be try to achieve three more other things or three interesting topics or interesting questions, you can say, in Angular in our next video. So please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.